Good morning, students. So today our next topic is vitamin deficiency diseases. So we know that from food we get nutrients. From food you are getting nutrients. So these nutrients are of two types. What are they? Macronutrients and micronutrients. Okay, so in food we are getting nutrients, and the nutrients are two types: macronutrients and micronutrients. In macronutrients you have carbohydrates, fats or lipids, and proteins. So coming to the micronutrients, in micronutrients we have vitamins and minerals. Okay, so in micronutrients we have vitamins and minerals. So macronutrients are necessary more. Means the quantity is more. So they are needed more in amount for the body. So that's why they are called as macronutrients, because they are needed by the body in more amounts. That's why they are called as macronutrients. Micro, they are needed in very less amount, very minute amounts. So they are needed for the body definitely, but in very less and very minute amount. So, but they are very important for the body. If they are absent, it will lead to some diseases. So though they are needed for the body in very less amount, but it is very important to the body. Now we will see about the vitamins. So vitamins are micronutrients. Vitamins are micronutrients. And they are organic compounds. Means they are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So they are organic compounds. Organic compounds. Okay. So vitamins are micronutrients and they are organic compounds. So if you see the vitamins, they are of two types. Vitamins are classified into two types. Vitamins are classified into again two types based on their solubility. Based on solubility. Means in which they will be soluble. In which they are soluble. Either they are soluble in water or they are soluble in fat. Based on this, vitamins are classified into two types. First one is fat soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins. Next one is water soluble vitamins. Okay, so fat soluble vitamins means they are soluble in fats, and water soluble means they are soluble in, or they are dissolved in water. These are dissolved in fats. These are dissolved in water. Now what are that? So first, before going this, we will see how many types of vitamins are there. We have vitamins are vitamins. We have vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K. So these are the different types of vitamins. These are the different types of vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Now if you see these group of vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. These are fat soluble vitamins. These are fat soluble vitamins, means they are soluble in fat. when you see water soluble, vitamin B and vitamin C comes under water soluble vitamins. Okay, so we have these many types of vitamins. Among them, vitamin A, D, E, K are soluble in fat, and vitamin B and C are soluble in water. So vitamins are divided into two types based on their solubility: fat soluble and water soluble. Now we have scientific names. We have names for that. You should not, in general terms we will say vitamin A, B, C like that. But you have specific names for them. You should remember that names. So we will see the names of those names of the vitamins now. Now, vitamin A is called as retinol. Vitamin A is called as retinol. Vitamin D is called as calciferol. Calciferol. Vitamin E is called as tocopherol. Vitamin K is called as phylloquinone. Okay, these are the names of the vitamin. Vitamin E is called as retinol. Vitamin D is called as calciferol. Vitamin E is called as tocopherol. Vitamin K is called as phylloquinone. So you should definitely remember these names. Okay. Next, if you see, these are the fat soluble. Okay, these are all what? Fat soluble. Now, if you see vitamin B, in this vitamin B is a large group which consists of several vitamins. In B complex, we will say vitamin B complex. In this, several B vitamins are also present. Okay, B1, B2, B3 like that. So it's a group of vitamins. So that's why it is called as B complex. Means it has several other vitamins in it. Okay, we will study all these afterwards. Now vitamin B complex. So there is no specific name because it has several subunits. We will study them. Okay. Then vitamin C is called as ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid. Okay, so now these two are water soluble. Okay, water soluble vitamins. Now if you see, we will see only vitamin B, which is a B complex vitamin. Wherein in this several vitamins are present. If you see vitamin B complex. So in this you have thiamine. First vitamin is thiamine. It is called as B1. Next, second vitamin is riboflavin. Which is called as B2. Next, niacin, which is called as B3. Next, pyridoxine, B4. B6. This is called as B6. Next, pyridoxine. Next, biotin, cyanocobalamin. Yeah, cyanocobalamin. Cyanocobalamin. Cyanocobalamin, B12. Okay. Next, folic acid. Next, pantothenic acid. pantothenic acid. Next, biotin. Okay. Now, these are the B complex vitamin. You have 8 subvitamins in the B vitamin. So that's why it is called as B complex vitamin. So thiamine, it is called as B1 vitamin. Riboflavin, B2 vitamin. Niacin, B3. Pyridoxine, B6. Cyanocobalamin, B12. Folic acid, pantothenic acid, biotin. You should remember the names and these numbers also. B1 is called as thiamine. B2 is called as riboflavin. B3 niacin. B6 pyridoxine. B12 cyanocobalamin. So this is about B complex vitamins. Now if you see the deficiency diseases. So lack of vitamins, if you are eating food which is lacking vitamins, it will lead to some diseases. Though vitamins are not synthesized in the body, like carbohydrates, proteins, lipids can be synthesized in the body. Means if you are taking food, the food will contain carbohydrates, proteins and nutrients. And new carbohydrates, new proteins, new whatever the body needs can be synthesized in the body. But vitamins are not synthesized in the body. They should be taken either through diet. So vitamins are vitamins should be taken through diet, mainly through diet. And some vitamins like vitamin B12 and vitamin D is synthesized by B12. Vitamin B12 is synthesized by bacteria present in the intestine. Okay. So we have good bacteria present in our intestine. That bacteria will synthesize B12 vitamin. And vitamin D is synthesized through sun rays. From sun rays, the raw material is absorbed and below the subcutaneous fat is present below the skin. So there vitamin D is synthesized. So mainly we will discuss about this one. Okay. Vitamin B12 is synthesized by the bacteria present in the intestine. So that bacteria is called as probiotic bacteria. Probiotic bacteria, that is good bacteria, very good bacteria which is necessary for our digestion. Okay, so that is called as probiotic bacteria. If you see, if you take some antibiotics, if you have some fever, you will be given antibiotics. Along with antibiotics, they will give definitely probiotics, because if you are taking antibiotic, the antibiotics will kill the bacteria present in the intestine. So the digestion problems or something, vitamin deficiency will occur. So to create new bacteria, they will give some probiotics along with the antibiotic, so that if the old bacteria die, the new bacteria will again regenerate through probiotics. Probiotic is nothing but the bacteria itself, the good bacteria itself. That's why they prescribe probiotics along with antibiotics. Okay. Now we'll see the deficiency diseases. So most of you know what are the, you should learn the table given in your textbook. What are the sources, from which food sources you are getting these vitamins. So there are many food sources, you should learn them. Then what are the deficiency diseases? Just I will describe only, you should learn them, only main points. Vitamin A causes, vitamin A deficiency in the food causes night blindness. So you are not able to see in the night or in the dull light. Xerophthal we studied in the 9th class. Okay. Vitamin A deficiency causes night blindness. And vitamin C. Vitamin C deficiency causes what? Scurvy. Very important. Vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy. This also you studied. Vitamin D deficiency causes weak bones. Osteoporosis means your bones will be very weak. Okay, osteoporosis. Next, vitamin E deficiency causes what? Sterility in males and sterility in males and abortions in females. Next, vitamin E is also necessary for your skin health and your hair health. Okay. Next, what else? Vitamin K. Vitamin K is very important for blood clotting. If vitamin K is deficient in your body, blood clotting takes much time. So blood clots generally occurs within seconds or within 3 minutes. If vitamin K is deficient in your body, it takes more time to clot. So what happens? There is more blood loss. Okay, vitamin K deficiency leads to delay in the blood clotting. And vitamin B. So you have several vitamins and you need to study the deficiency diseases which are present due to vitamin B deficiency diseases. The main one is B12. B12 vitamin, what it do? B12 is responsible for absorption of vitamin D. So if B12 vitamin, it is responsible to keep your bones healthy. So vitamin D, though you take the vitamin D food or calcium food, the calcium mineral and vitamin D are absorbed into the body with the help of B12 vitamins. Okay, that's why B12 is very important. Now you are staying, most of the people are staying in the apartments, so they are not getting enough sunlight, and so most of the people nowadays are suffering from the deficiency of B12 and vitamin D disorder. So they are getting mostly the joint pains. And if you see, your mother asks to, if you are preparing some dal or rice, your mother asks us not to wash more. So generally you wash 2 or 3 times. What happens if you wash the dal 10 times or you wash the rice 10 times? The vitamins are present on the rice, like on the rice you have thiamine vitamin, B1 vitamin. So if you wash, that is water soluble. Thiamine will dissolve in water and it will go off through water. And same the dal also. So you should not wash it more. Mostly just 2 or 3 times, so that you should conserve the vitamins, because as B and C are water soluble, they will dissolve in the water and they will go throughout the water. That's why you should take care before, you should think before washing the pulses or rice or even the vegetables also. Okay, so you need to prepare the chart entire and you learn the deficiency disorders, the sources from your getting. Okay, thank you.